All right, joining us now, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley, who sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator, I want to start with a stunning statement from the Democrat Kwesi Memfumi.
I don't like these attacks on the Department of Justice, the FBI, the IRS. They provide the checks and they provide the balances. This is ludicrous. Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here. None.
Oh, very dramatic, ripping that paper up. Well, look, Senator, who's done the damage to our vaunted institutions, the FBI, the DOJ, all the way down the government, with everything that we found out just in the last 2.5 years or so?
Well, he ought to maybe look in a mirror and then look around at his fellow Democrat colleagues and then talk to, let's say, Hillary Clinton's campaign, who used the FBI to launder Russian disinformation, as the left says, to try and influence a presidential campaign in 2016. They used the FBI to try to interfere in 2020. And now you got Joe Biden using the FBI once again to try to take out his leading political opponent. But we found out today, Laura, is that the FBI and the IRS have become incredibly corrupt at the top. You've got influence at the top trying to shut down investigations into the president and his son. And I tell you what, the number one thing we need right now is an independent special counsel who will go after this and get the facts and do justice.
Well, clearly that was the sentiment we heard today, repeated from at least one of the whistleblowers. I want to play a moment from Congressman Gary Palmer from Alabama, who was, again, getting at the issue of what was exactly being roadblocked in this process. Again, an IRS investigation into what looked like felonious activities on the part of Hunter Biden. Watch.
Was there other evidence in this investigation that you were denied access to?
Yes, there was. One piece was the Hunter Biden laptop. Assistant United States Attorney Leslie Wolf told us on that day, I think it was September 3rd of 2020, and that's that they had information from the laptop that they were not providing to the investigators.
They had information from the laptop they weren't providing to investigators a couple of months before the presidential election, and the Democrats are going on and on about election interference and the Russians? Come on.
Yeah, and this is at exactly the same time, Laura, that the FBI was actively telling the big tech companies that the laptop was in fact Russian misinformation, that you had all of those former intelligence officials signing a letter that now we know is totally false, saying that we know that it's Russian disinformation, when in fact it was totally true. The FBI knew it was true, knew the information was accurate on the laptop, and not only did they do nothing to correct the record, they went out there and urged the tech companies to censor it. Laura, this is a pattern now where for multiple presidential elections in running, the Democrats and the FBI and the intelligence agencies have in one form or another tried to interfere in the election. And I look now at what they're doing, continuing to interfere in the efforts to find out, is the president of the United States a crook? That's what we're after here. Is he a crook? Did he get rich off of foreign bribes and foreign money? The American people deserve to know.
Well, we heard the list of the payments that went to Hunter Biden. I think anyone who's been a casual observer of Hunter Biden, they know that he has no financial acumen that would give him $17 million of payments from all these foreign interests, including, a Chinese entity. I mean, what was he being paid for but for influence, with his father, should he become president of the United States or be in office again, which a lot of people thought he would be?
One of the most shocking things I think that's emerged, Laura, from these hearings is confirmation that there is evidence, multiple pieces of evidence, that Joe Biden discussed these business dealings with Hunter, that Hunter actively leveraged his father in order to get this money. I mean, if that is true, and now we've got multiple pieces of evidence that it is, we're talking about one of the biggest scandals in American history, maybe the biggest scandal involving an American president. This is foreign bribery we're talking about. We have got to get the facts here. The American people deserve this. That means we've got to have a special counsel, and there's got to be house cleaning at the Department of Justice.
And does the Senate intend to do that? If you guys get the majority back, will the leadership actually really drain the swamp at the FBI and the DOJ?
Well, will the leadership? I don't know, Laura. Will I do my part? You bet. I mean, and I'm going to, not just now, or not just later. We need to do it now. We need to push for accountability right now. We need a special counsel now. We need Garland on the hook now. We need Mayorkas impeached now. Let's not wait.
Senator.
Let's do it now.
All right, Senator, thank you. Now.